Hi, I'm Keith Trim with KeithTrim.com, and I'm down at the fairgrounds with Progressive Safety Day with Bernard Jeske and Christy Ruth. Bernard, what exactly is Progressive Safety Day?
Well, the Safety Day program is set up locally through a local coordinator to educate and motivate youth on safety and health topics, and we do about a little over 400 of these across the United States, Canada, U.S. Virgin Islands, and American Samoa, and we'll reach a little over 100,000 kids and volunteers this summer.
How long has it been going on?
We're in our 17th year right now, and sometime this fall we're going to hit our 1 millionth child and volunteer.
What started this?
Well, it was actually started by the Progressive Farmer magazine, in which Jack Odle, the editor of Progressive Farmer magazine, ran over his mother while trying to jumpstart a tractor when he was only 12 years old. And through his years of being an editor of a farm magazine, he crossed many paths of people that were devastated due to injury and fatality, and decided 17 years ago it was time to start a farm safety program. So this program was actually started by Jack Odle, editor of the Progressive Farmer magazine.
Have you noticed anything that's come out of this?
Yes, in fact, the national statistics out of Marshfield, Wisconsin, who is kind of the scorekeeper of national statistics, actually released a press release here about 6 months ago, saying in the last last 6 years, farm statistics and injuries and fatalities dropped like 16%.
It's amazing.
Now, I can't say we're the only group out there, but we're the largest farm safety organization internationally, and I think we play a pretty good role, pretty good part of that.
Sure. Well, Christy, you're a speaker, right?
Absolutely.
Where are you from?
I am from Sheraton, Iowa, is where I graduated from, so South Central Iowa.
How many of these talks do you give?
With the Progressive Agriculture, I've given anywhere to a dozen a year speeches at farm safety days, where you go either county fairs or an event such as this, where they have a bunch of kids in an organization to a place.
I caught part of your talk. Can you give a little background on what happened to you?
I was in a farm accident when I was 15. I did farm safety for a couple of years prior. My uncle was killed in a tractor rollover accident when I was in middle school, so it was something my brothers and I started, and I did farm safety through 4-H and FFA especially, and right after a farm safety talk that I had just given, I was in a PTO accident where I had my arm wrapped around a power takeoff shaft on the back of a tractor when we were drilling post holes out of the farm.
Here's my ignorance, I'm not a farm kid. What's PTO?
A PTO is a power takeoff. It's a metal bar about this big around. It goes from the back of a tractor to a piece of equipment, and it can spin anywhere from like 90 to 120, 140 miles an hour depending on the RPMs of a tractor. So it just kind of sits there and spins, and it can run a grain cart, it can run a post hole digger, it can run a mixer grinder, a grain elevator, a lot of different things. It's a source of power from the tractor to an attachment.
So how do the kids relate to your speech?
I feel like kids really relate to my speech, especially when I'm not somebody that's really an adult preaching to them. I'm able to get down on their level and say, I'm 19. I just left a farm, I left home, I grew up on a farm. I was in the place that they are, a lot closer than some of the other folks around. And I can tell them what it's like to grow up on a farm if they don't know, and I can show them things that can happen to them when they're not being careful.
Yeah, I noticed some of your pictures are a little graphic.
Just a little bit.
Not too bad. Sorry, not too bad. So Bernard, is there anything that you can think of that people out here would like to know about the program that they might not know about?
Well, the thing is, I don't think a lot of people realize just how easy it is to get involved in the program. And Christy here is also a Safety Day coordinator. She hosts one of these safety days right in her own community. So, like I said, we host a little over 400 of these across the United States and Canada. We have been very blessed that our donations have been coming in even at a larger volume this year, and we're actually going to be increasing the number of safety days next year. So if people are interested in getting involved, they can go to our website, which is progressiveag.org, and right on the bottom of the front page is a little paragraph where they can click on there and fill out an application and bring a safety day like this to their community. And it is quite easy. It's much easier than people might think.
Well, I do appreciate this. I think you guys are doing a great service, and thank you much for letting me interview you.
Thank you. We appreciate your support.